Okay, so here's the last assignment for this. Let's go ahead and click on this link. And I believe this was the video we did earlier. It's all kind of starting right together. Wanting to think one of these videos might have been getting started. Had already gone over this, so you may not need to watch this again unless you need a refresher. So what I want us to do is combine this videos into this lesson and this exercise. So I want you to create a wireframe and an updated web page for the Hocking College Bookstore. And through all these exercises, that's been our focus on. So if you've done the Hocking College Bookstore as part of the assignments up to now, this should probably not take you too long. If you have not, don't worry about it. It still shouldn't take you too long because you've been doing it. You've been having practice on whatever other subject matter you have. We are going to start a new one though, because I don't want to. Well, let me see. Let's go ahead and keep it on this particular page. We have all this room. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly the best answer is. So we're going to try it by just doing one single web page. That's all we got to do for this assignment. And we're just going to go from there. So I'm just going to keep it on this particular page. If you feel the need to start a file, that's fine. Whatever your preference is. So okay, first things first is let's go ahead and kind of clean up our left side area. So I'm going to close all of this. Okay. And the home screen, I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to hit Control C, Control V. And I'm going to bring it, not that one, I want this one. Bring it here. And I want all of these to go away. Are they all gone? Okay. Did I mess up on all of them? No. Okay. I thought I messed up on all of them. It's like, dang it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to make this bigger, and then I'm going to zoom in just for the page that I want, which is this right here. So right now it's on still for the iPhone 11. Let's go ahead and change that to I think there's a way you can do it for like a computer, but I'm not seeing it here. Let's just do an iPad Pro. Okay, it's a little bit bigger. Not what I was going for, but it'll work. So let's see how it looks on the preview right now. So let's hit present. And it doesn't look good. And that's not the page I was wanting either. That's the login page. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I think I need to select the page. Probably didn't have the page selected. So I'm going to close all of this stuff up again. Okay, make sure I have the page that I want selected. Hit. Make sure I got all this. Show prototype settings. That's what I was wanting. Yeah. Sona computer. Okay, let's just go ahead. Make sure this is selected, which is, so let's rename this. So I'm not trying to figure out which one's which. Home screen, and this is going to be for iPad. Okay. And then let's do that. That's still not what I want, so I don't know why that keeps coming up. It's starting to irritate me. This should be what's coming up. Oh, I wonder, I have a setting. I forgot about that. Okay, my bad. Show prototype settings. I have it starting at the login. So now I know. So let's do the starting frame of the iPad, which is what I was wanting. Okay, so this is the screen that I wanted, and you can see it does not fit right for an iPad. That's what we're going to kind of make some changes here. Let's see. So this gives me the dimensions of 1024, 1366. So let's go ahead and change our dimensions here for this frame. So go to design, and I forgot the numbers again already. 1024, 1366. Go to design. Oh, where is it? May have been easier just to start a new one. Okay, I think that's it. 1024, 1366. Okay, so it's the width and the height that I adjusted. So I'm going to scale this down a little bit so I can see. And it looks like it does on the iPad when I look at it on the prototype. It's in the top left-hand corner. So okay, so let's go ahead and make some changes here. Let's look at Hawking College's website. Okay, we see that that's what the bookstore right now looks like. And we was going to mimic what the Majors does. So it has the nav and all of that stuff. And for our purposes, well, for our purposes, we're going to do some hacky stuff again. And this may or may not work. I'll click new under snipping, and I am going to just copy that. Want to leave the search out of it. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go back to our Figma page. That's the preview. It's not what I want. And I am going to paste it in here. Going to scale this down a little bit. Lot. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to resize this, obviously. And it looks like it's not cropping it, so that's good. And again, this is kind of hacky, and I may have been better off just to stick with that hamburger menu, like right here, for the size. You know, that's something that you kind of figure out as you go along. I'm just going to move this item down. And if you click on each individual item on the left-hand side and you hold your control key, let's see. That's not what I wanted. I wanted clothing, gifts, technology, supplies, polygon 1, polygon 2, polygon 3. And you should be able to drag all at the same time. There you go. And see if I can change the sizes all at the same time too. Yep, I just need to make the box bigger. And move this. Okay, and for this right here, I want to move this up a little bit. For this right here, we can do the same thing. Click on that and then hit control and then click on the background for the heading. And you should be able to move them both at the same time. And makes the customizations for the bigger screen. Going to center it in the middle as well. And going to do a stroke, yeah. And then I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah, okay. I don't like these on the bigger ones, so I'm taking them off. So the Hawking College logo, we know is on this side. We're not using this menu because we're using this menu. I may decide later on that's not a good idea, but this is what we're doing right now. May not, I decide later on it's not a good idea because we're on an iPad screen. That's what I was getting at. So we copied and pasted that in there. So let's go back into here. You can do the same thing with that logo. Let's go ahead and include that logo. And this is hacky. If as you're building it and needs more functionality, obviously just having like the image is not going to do the linking like we were playing with earlier. But this serves the purpose for right now. Get rid of that logo because I'm getting ready to include it in that format. Okay. So what else is on there? There's Hawking College majors, and we're instead of the majors, we're doing the Hawking College Hawks. But that. So let's go ahead and combine those. Move that up. We could probably find a logo for the Hawking College Hawkhead or something like that. And then let's see. For these, instead of on top or like on top of each other, let's do them as headings here. Okay. So what we can do, we can just put some content here that we've used here, just kind of sporadic, and I'm just want to keep using my snipping tool. I'll show you what I'm talking about. trying to see it, put it so I can see what I'm doing here. So I'm using my snipping tool, and I'm going to take this right here that we did for this right here. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to take it down to wherever it's at here. Because it's already got the picture, which I evidently accidentally cropped off a little bit, and there, and it's got the sizes, or it's got the information that I want in there for this purpose. Do the same thing with gifts. Copy that. Now, what we're doing here for the Hawking College bookstore page, you don't have to mimic mine. Again, I've told you before, I'm not a designer. If you have a different way that you see this and how it could be better, you go for it. I'm not a designer. Don't claim to be a designer. As you guys may have told you, some of you guys already, my background is more IT. So, and you can see that's really pixelated because of the way I copied and pasted those images, but that's fine, whatever. You get the idea. And that's how we're going to kind of redesign the bookstore webpage. If you have another idea, go for it. But this is kind of what I'm thinking of right now. And this is the assignment, is assignment number 6, I believe. Yep, 6. Boom. Yeah. So we're going to change this assignment number 6. Actually, it's due, keep doing 2, 3. It's actually probably been 2 through 6. So once you get to the point of it's incrementing in numbers, aside from the CV thing, just keep updating that. But if you did something else that was not part of the Hawking College, then just submit separate stuff. If you did everything that was consistent with the Hawking College, and if you don't want to have to create a new Figma file, you can just keep doing the same thing. However you need to do it for what you're doing and what your goals are, that's fine. I'm not being picky about it. I just need you to share it with me, per these instructions. So that's pretty much the end of this. I am aware this is longer than probably many of the other stuff that we've done. And to do the tilt overview, I'll do a separate video for the tilt overview. It's like 11 o'clock and I know I'm getting tired. So that's it for this video.